TeleXitos is an American Spanish-language digital multicast television network that is owned by the Telemundo Station Group, a subsidiary of the NBCUniversal Owned Television Stations division of NBCUniversal, aimed at Hispanic and Latino Americans. The network airs a mix of dramatic television series from the 1970s to the 2000s and movies, with all programming consisting of shows dubbed into Spanish. History. Telenovela format as Exitos TV. The network traces its origins to Exitos TV, a digital multicast network launched by Telemundo Station Group on January 28, 2012. Exitos primarily focused on reruns of telenovelas from the 1990s and 2000s that were previously broadcast on sister network Telemundo. The network was initially launched on the digital sub-channels of Telemundo's owned and operated stations. Relaunched as TeleXitos on December 1, 2014, the Telemundo Station Group relaunched Exitos as TeleXitos. The new format of the network would shift to focus on Spanish-dubbed reruns of drama and action series from the 1980s to the early 2000s, which in effect made the network a companion service with sister network Cozy TV and a competitor to several English-language multicast networks, specializing in archive programming including MeTV, Antenna TV and the Retro Television Network, with TeleXitos becoming the first Spanish-language network in the U.S. to focus on classic television programs. Telemundo Station Group chose to change the network's format in response to research illustrating the limited availability of action and adventure programs in Spanish. Barbara Alfonso, who previously served as programming and community marketing manager at NBC's Miami-owned and operated station WTVJ, was appointed as Director of Network Operations, handling responsibility of programming acquisitions, national advertising sales and digital operations. Programming. TeleXitos programming focuses primarily on action and adventure series and feature films from the 1970s to the 2000s, aimed primarily at males between the ages of 25 and 54 years old. Much of the network's series acquisitions are sourced primarily from the programming library of corporate sister NBCUniversal Television distribution. Although it features select programs from other distributors, the network was designed to complement existing programming content on sister network Telemundo, with stations affiliated with that network being given the option of scheduling daily blocks of local news, sports and special events programming in place of shows airing on the national TeleXitos feed. All of the network's content is presented in Spanish, consisting of dubbed versions originally intended for syndication in Latin American countries. TeleXitos also broadcasts feature films each Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 1 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock a.m. and 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, with the film roster focusing on action, adventure and western releases from the 1970s to the 2000s. Films featured on the network primarily consist of Universal Pictures releases distributed through NBCUniversal Television Distribution, and Columbia Pictures and TriStar Pictures films distributed through Sony Pictures Television. List of programs. Current programming. Drama series The A-Team, Baywatch, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, Homicide, Life on the Street, Law and Order, Miami Vice, Tarzan, VIP, Xena, Warrior Princess, Reality Programming Funniest Pets and Amp People, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Children's Programming The Adventures of Dudley the Dragon, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Rags, She-Ra, Princess of Power, Former programming drama series T.J. Hooker. Affiliates. As of September 2015, TeleXitos has current pending affiliation agreements with television stations in 17 media markets encompassing 10 states, covering 27% of the United States. NBCUniversal currently broadcasts TeleXitos in most markets served by a station owned by the NBCUniversal Owned Television Stations Group, either on sub-channels of its Telemundo owned and operated stations. The network is also available on the digital sub-channels of other television stations, primarily those affiliated with Telemundo. The network is available to stations on a barter basis, in which TeleXitos and its affiliates split the responsibility of selling advertising inventory as well as the commercial time allocated each hour. The network initially launched in markets reaching approximately 20 million American households with at least one television set, as well as more than 4.5 million households with Latino and Hispanic residents. Telemundo Station Group immediately sought carriage of the network on the digital sub-channels of television stations owned by other broadcasting companies that own Telemundo-affiliated stations. The network was also initially made available on Comcast Xfinity's Miami and West Palm Beach systems on digital channel 229.